Greetings. Welcome to the Edgar Allan Poe Film Project. I am the guide to the unknown. Over there is the haunted palace, where hideous throngs of ghosts haunt the hallways and rooms and want to scare you to death. And over there is the graveyard full of gray tombstones, where the spirits of the dead roam among the gray tombstones. And over there is the woodland of Weir, the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir, where there are ghouls who want to eat you. For this is the Edgar Allan Poe Film Project. Enter if you dare. Elizabeth, it surely is most fit, logic and common usage so commanding. In thy own book that first thy name be writ, Zeno and other sages notwithstanding. And I have other reasons for so doing besides my innate love of contradiction. Each poet, if a poet, in pursuing the muses through the bowers of truth or fiction, has studied very little of his part, read nothing, written less, in short's a fool, endued with neither soul nor sense nor art, being ignorant of one important rule, employed in even the thesis of the school. Called? I forget the heathenish Greek name. Called anything, its meaning is the same. Always write first things uppermost in the heart.
There are ghosts that haunt this haunted palace house. They wander about like a mouse. They look very pale, the complexion on their face, as if they just rose from the dead as they pace. Outside the house there's a cemetery of gray tombstones, where you hear the ghosts and the spirits of the dead moan. And over there is the woodland of Weir, where the ghouls haunted far and near. So don't go near the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir, where the ghouls will eat you alive, my dear.
Spirits of the Dead by Edgar Allan Poe. Thy soul shall find itself alone, mid dark thoughts of the gray tombstone. Not one of all the crowd to pry into thine hour of secrecy. Be silent in that solitude, which is not loneliness. For then the spirits of the dead who stood in light before thee are again in death around thee, and their will shall overshadow thee. Be still. The night, though clear, shall frown, and the stars shall not look down from their high thrones in heaven, with light like hope to mortals given. But the red orbs without beam to thy weariness shall seem as a burning and a fever, which would cling to thee forever. Now our thoughts thou shalt not banish, now our visions ne'er to vanish. From thy spirit shall they pass no more, like dewdrops from the grass. The breeze, the breath of God is still, and the mist upon the hill, shadowy, shadowy, yet unbroken, is a symbol and a token. How it hangs upon the trees, a mystery of mysteries.
Die! Die! Die!
Early one morning, just as the sun was rising, I heard a maiden sing in the valley below. Oh, don't deceive me, oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Oh, gay are the garlands and red are the roses I called from the garden to bind on his brow. Oh, don't deceive me, oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Remember the vows that you made to me truly. Remember the bower where you vowed to be true. Oh, don't deceive me, oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Thus sang the maiden, her sorrows bewailing. Thus sang the poor maid in the valley below. Oh, don't deceive me, oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so?
En la Sierra Morena, cielo lindo e arando, un par de ojitos negros, cielo lindo de contrabando. Este lunar que tienes, cielito lindo junto a la boca, no solo dices a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, perché cantando si allegran, cielito lindo, las corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, perché cantando si allegran, cielito lindo, las corazones. Pájaro que abandono, cielito lindo su primer nido, se lo encuentro ocupado, cielito lindo bien merecido. De tu casa a la mía, cielito lindo no nada más que un paso, antes que venga tu madre, cielo lindo, dame un abrazo. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, perché cantando si lingan, cada lindo los corazones. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, perché cantando si alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Una flecha en el aire, cielito lindo, lanzó Cupido, y rodeando, no me rido. Cielo lindo fuera de azúcar, no me parecería, cielo lindo tupa que chupa. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, perché cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, perché cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
By Edgar Allan Poe. The skies, they are ashen and sober. The leaves, they were crisped and sere. The leaves, they were withering and sere. It was night in the lonesome October of my most immemorial year. It was hard by the dim lake of Auber in the misty mid-region of Weir. It was down by the dank tarn of Auber in the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir. Here once, through an alley titanic, a cypress I roamed with my soul, a cypress with Psyche my soul. These were days when my heart was volcanic, as the scoriac rivers that roll, as the lava that restlessly roll, their sulphurous currents down Yannick, and the ultimate climbs of the pole, that groan as they roll down Mount Yannick, in the realms of the boreal pole. Our talk had been serious and sober, but our thoughts, they were palsied and sere. Our memories were treacherous and sere, for we knew not The month was October, and we marked not the night of the year. Ah, night of all nights in the year! We noted not the dim lake of Arbor, though once we had journeyed down here. Remembered not the dank tarn of Arbor, nor the ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir. And now, as the night was senescent, and star dials pointed towards morn, as the star dials hinted of morn, at the end of our path a liquescent and nebulous lustre was born, out of which a miraculous crescent arose with a duplicate horn. Astartes be diamonded crescent, distinct with its duplicate horn. And I said, she is warmer than Diane. She rolls from either a side. She revels in a region of sighs. She has seen that the tears are not dry on these cheeks where the worm never dies, and has come past the stars a lion to point us the path to the skies, to the Lethean peace of the skies. Come up into spite of the lion to shine us with her bright eyes. Come up through the lair of the lion with love in her luminous eyes. But Psyche, uplifting her fingers, said sadly, this star must trust her pallor I strangely mistrust. Oh, hasten, oh, let us not linger. Oh, fly, let us fly, for we must. In terror she spoke, letting sink her wings until they trailed in the dust. In agony sobbed, letting sink her plumes till they trailed in the dust, till they sorrowfully trailed in the dust. I replied, this is nothing but dreaming. Let us on by this tremulous light. Let us bathe in its crystalline light. Its Sibyllic splendor is beaming with hope and in beauty tonight. See, it flickers up the sky through the night. Ah, we safely may trust to its gleaming, and be sure it will lead us aright. We safely may trust to a gleaming that cannot but guide us aright, since it flickers up to heaven through the night. Thus I pacified Psyche and kissed her, and tempted her out of her gloom, and conquered her scruples and gloom. And we passed to the end of the vista, but were stopped by the door of a tomb, by the door of a legended tomb. And I said, what is written, sweet sister, on the door of this legended tomb? She replied, Ulalume, Ulalume, 'tis the vault of thy lost Ulalume. Then my heart, it grew ashen and sober, as the leaves that were crisped and sere, as the leaves that were withering and sere. And I cried, it was surely October, on this very night of last year, that I journeyed down here, that I brought this dread burden down here, on this night of all nights in the year. Ah, what demon has tempted me here, when I know now this dim lake of Arbor, this misty mid-region of Weir, when I know now this dank tarn of Arbor, this ghoul-haunted woodland of Weir.